What's going on, guys? Because you're back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video, and we are finally on our first roster predictions for April 19th. Finally, we are going to get our first roster update. Quick, brief, just, kind of explanation. I'm going to be doing 7 hitters, 7 pitchers, and 5 downgrades each and every week, or bi-weekly rather. And I am going to say that is 7, 7, and 5. That is not everybody that's going to get upgraded. Everybody that's going to get downgraded. If you guys have any more thoughts, suggestions, let me know down below in the comment section. I will gladly help and give you my opinion if I think they're going to go up or down looking at their stats. But I don't want to literally cover everybody who is going to get an upgrade because that would take way too damn long. So we're going to take 7 offensive players and we are going to start with them first. Obviously, I also do like to go them in order of, as far as you go with the teams. So first, we are going to be looking at the Baltimore Orioles, and we are looking at Trey Mancini right here. I just realized I should probably move myself for all roster predictions, but Trey Mancini versus lefties hitting .304 with a .696 slugging percentage, 2 home runs, 5 total extra base hits. So definitely his contact and power versus lefties can both go up, .696 and .304. But versus righties, it's even better. 359 batting average, 718 slug, 4 home runs, 6 total extra base hits, 16 walks to 7, or 16 strikeouts to 7 walks. So I think pretty much all around the board, Trey Mancini is going to get upgraded offensively through both his contacts and both his power. I think he could probably get moved up to a 75 overall silver, which would make that only the 3rd silver player for the Baltimore Orioles. And this is very important that you guys invest in him because he would be that 3rd silver. So he might go towards near 1,000 if he does get that jump. So something to think about. Definitely recommend that he would be going up in this roster update. Next, we are moving over to the Cleveland Indians, looking at Carlos Santana versus lefties hitting .500 with a 667 slugging percentage, no home runs, 2 extra base hits. So 500, I do think that'll get moved up quite not quite substantially, and this is going to follow for everything, especially within like the first couple roster updates. There's not that much to work with, so you do have to keep in mind maybe they're going to be lenient and give them the boost, or maybe they're going to be patient and having to see if they can sustain that success. But I definitely think that has room to grow. But versus righties, he's also hitting .343 with a lot more at bats, 486 slugs, so his power probably won't move up as well. 5 strikeouts to 12 walks. I don't think his vision or discipline needs to move, but that contact versus righties and lefties for sure I think are both going to move up. I don't think he's going to go gold quite yet, just because his speed and fielding are kind of holding him back, but I think he will be going up to a 79 overall, brink silver, and can possibly be on the way to a gold later on this year. Next up for the Texas Rangers, we have Elvis Andrus, who versus lefty is hitting .438, 813 slug, 1 home run, 3 total extra base hits, 405 batting average against righties, 595 slug, 2 home runs, 2 total extra base hits, 12 strikeouts to 2 walks. Really, if you look at that power versus lefties, 813 slug, I think that has a lot of room to grow. And in hitting .438 and .405, I think both contacts can move up +5, +6, and then power versus righties as well, a slug of almost 600. I think that could maybe go up around like a 46, 47. I think Elvis Andrus could possibly go gold. I will give it to him. I'm going to say he's going to be an 80 overall. There's a chance maybe he's only a 79, but I do think he will get the jump to an 80 overall. So that is another guy you guys should be investing in. Moving on to the Washington Nationals, we have Anthony Rendon right here, who's been insane. Lefties, 429, 1,286 slug, 2 home runs, 2 extra base hits. Righties, 396, 813 slug, 4 home runs, 12 total extra base hits, 6 strikeouts in 8 strikeouts and 6 walks. Once again, Rendon is killing it. I think he's going to go up to an 87 overall. He's playing really well right now, both, batting average wise and slug. Versus lefties, a 1,286 slug and a 813 versus righties. So I think that power versus righties could move towards close to a 70, 87 overall for Anthony Rendon. And obviously, we are going to, we're going over 19 players, so I'm not going to go really in depth with each one because I don't want this video to be overly long. You guys will get the point of that as we move on the season. Next up, we got Wilson Contreras for the Chicago Cubs. Lefty, he's hitting .231, but a .692 slugging percentage, 2 home runs, 2 total extra base hits. So I think that power versus lefties definitely can move. I don't know if they maybe a couple ticks off his contact, but that power is going to justify it and maybe even move his overall up. And then righties hitting .360, 800 slug, 3 home runs, 5 total extra base hits, 13 total strikeouts to 7 walks. I think his contact, especially versus righties, and power both sides is going to move up. I don't think he's quite going to have enough to go gold. I'll say a 79 overall for Wilson Contreras, but the way he's playing, I definitely think he will get the jump before the season is over. Next up, possibly, might be the best catcher in baseball right now, with Realmuto struggling, is Manny Grandal right here versus left. He's hitting 643 with a 1,214 slugging percentage, 2 home runs, 4 extra base hits. Righties, 281, 469 slug, 2 home runs, 2 extra base hits, 10 strikeouts to 5 walks. Once again, his contact versus lefties, it is very low. I think that can move up quite a lot. And also his power versus lefties, he is still hitting 281 versus righties, so I don't think they would have any reason to move that. I think he's going to get up a 2 overall to an 82 overall. I think he might have a chance at diamond. Of course, that gold defense is going to help him this year, so maybe he has a shot. We'll have to wait and see. And yep, you guys knew it. Cody Bellinger, he is the next one we're going to talk about. 9 strikeout, or no, not yet, but versus left, he's hitting 300, 600 slug, 2 home runs, 2 total extra base hits. Righties, 478, 1,043 slug, 7 home runs, 11 total extra base hits, 9 strikeouts, 10 walks, 85 overall. Cody Bellinger is going to go diamond in my opinion. At first I was thinking maybe only an 84. I do think he's going to get the jump all the way to a diamond, at least in my opinion. Just he's hitting so well, and I think they want to give, you know, at least 1 diamond for the first roster update. At least that would make sense to me. But hitting 478, damn near 500 against righties, a lot of room to grow right there, and a lot of pop. I think an 85 overall diamond is what we will see, and that is all for our position players. Moving on to our pitchers, and we got another new diamond in my opinion. Blake Snell, you guys know, no bias. You guys look at the stats right here. Blake Snell, 25 innings pitched, 2.16 ERA, 176 OBA on opponent batting average, 0.76 whip, walks and hits per inning pitched, 36 strikeouts to 4 walks. Big trouble last year, walks. That was the only reason he was not a diamond. 4 walks in 25 innings. I think he has done enough. He won Cy Young last year. I think he finally will get the jump to diamond, 85 overall. I am really excited and really hope that one happens. We have another Ray too, Tyler Glasnow, who's been insane. 17 innings pitched, 0.53 ERA, 180 OBA, 0.82 whip, 21 strikeouts and 3 walks. Once again, he only has 3 walks in 17 innings pitched. 32 walks per 9 is really low. Tyler Glasnow has obviously been overachieving expectations so far. So have the Rays in general. Like, I thought we were gonna do good. We are, you know, the highest winning percentage in the league when we are recording this. So Tyler Glasnow, I don't think he's quite gonna get silver. I'll say 74 overall, but he definitely will be silver by the end of the year. Next up for the Toronto Blue Jays is Matt Shoemaker, who is going to go silver in my opinion. And just like the Orioles, he is going to be that 3rd silver, so he could possibly be going for a lot. So I definitely recommend invest in Matt Shoemaker. 19.2 innings pitched, 0.92 ERA, 138 opponent batting average, 0.71 whip, 19 strikeouts and 5 walks. Once again, you know, pretty much everything across the board for Matt Shoemaker is going to get upgraded, as he's only a 73 and his attributes are quite low. He's pitching very well. I think he will get at least a 75, maybe a 76, but nonetheless he will be that silver and his price will jump up substantially. Another brand new gold pitcher in my opinion, Jose Barrios. You guys know I love him to death as a Minnesota native. 27 in the 3rd inning pitched, 2.3 ERA, 158 opponent batting average, 0.73 whip, 28 strikeouts to 5 walks, striking out a lot of batters, not walking too many, and a very good opponent batting average. I think he's at least going to get 80, maybe an 81 for a little bit of a bigger upgrade. But Jose Barrios pitching very well, and the Twins are also having a nice season out there. Definitely gonna keep on the look for that. Lou Trevino right here for the Oakland Athletics. Another one of their number. You know, they have Big China. They also have Lou Trevino doing really well. 11 innings pitched, 164 ERA, 158 opponent batting average, 0.64 whip, 13 strikeouts to 1 walk. Once again, 1 walk in 11 innings pitched is very good. I think he's probably going to get a 78, maybe a 79, but I'll say 78. And I think if he starts pitching, you know, keeps up this pace, he'll definitely be gold by the end of the year. Lou Trevino having a hell of a season. And the A's, they're doing pretty well right now. Of course, Astros are kind of running away. Obviously, it's really early, but the Astros are on a hot streak. Another gold pitcher, in my opinion, Luis Castillo. He was on my best to invest list. If you guys did see that video, 19 and 2/3 innings pitched, 0.92 ERA, 0.182 opponent batting average, 0.66 WHIP, 25 strikeouts, 8 walks, no home runs. That is also big. Of course, Luis Castillo struggled very early on in the season last year, and he kind of figured it out towards the end. And he's been one of the best pitchers in baseball so far this early young season. And once again, I think pretty much his hits, K, walk, and home runs per 9 all across the board will get upgraded. 85, or not an 85, 80 overall for Luis Castillo. And then finally, our final pitcher that we are talking about for an upgrade is Kirby Yates. The San Diego Padres are also first place in the National League West, doing really well. And Kirby Yates has been locked down. 10 innings pitched, 9 for 9 on save opportunities. He has a 0.9 ERA, 167 opponent batting average, 0.9 WHIP, 17 strikeouts to 3 walks. Once again, not walking too many guys. He has been clutch, so maybe that pitching clutch moves up a little bit more. Also, opponent batting average at 167. I could see that maybe going up around like an 86, a couple ticks right there. Nothing crazy. I'll say an 82, maybe an 83 if they feel wild. Of course, this is San Diego Studios. This is their hometown team. But I think there's a chance maybe he could go diamond if he keeps that walk rate down and the Padres stay in contention. I'm definitely going to be interested to see how that pans out. But finally, on to our 5 downgrades. I quickly want to say, we don't really know. This is a small sample size. I think they are going to be quite hesitant on the downgrades, but I always do 5 downgrades, so I'm going to do them regardless. And the first one we have is none other than New York Yankees James Paxton. Of course, the Yankees and the Red Sox are struggling in the AL East, and it's a big reason why the Rays have such a big lead. In 15 innings pitched, he has a 6 ERA, 3.28 opponent batting average, 1.73 WHIP, 19 strikeouts to 6 walks. I think his hit 9 could probably go down quite a bit. I think he is second highest opponent batting average amongst all qualifiers. So I think that is where he'll see the biggest hit. I don't think he's going to go silver, obviously. Maybe just a 1 tick down to an 82 overall. Down to the next one, we have Cleveland Indians Corey Kluber. Very interesting stat here. 19 innings pitched. That's not the interesting stat. Last year, 34 walks. I think it was 215 innings pitched. This year, 19 innings pitched, 10 walks already. So he almost has a third of the walks he already had from the entire last season. 6.16 ERA, 3.05 opponent batting average, 1.84 WHIP, 21 strikeouts, and that 10 walks. Nothing huge, 87 overall, but he has been struggling this year and starting to go on the downfall. Of course, he's getting up there in age, but I definitely think he is still one of the elite pitchers. Just a -1 in my opinion. 3 more to go on to the Chicago Cubs. We have Anthony Rizzo, who, kind of, he was diamond, I think he was diamond at 17. I don't think he was diamond at all last year, but of course, kind of hot and cold sprouts. Versus lefties, 214 batting average, 429 slug, 1 home run, and 1 extra base hit. Righties, 184, 368 slug, 2 home runs, 3 total extra base hits, 13 strikeouts to 10 walks. Once again, nothing crazy. I'm just going to say a -1 for Anthony Rizzo. I think they can move his righty contact down at 184 batting average, and maybe his power as well. 368 slug, it's kind of low. I don't think it's going to be a huge nerf, just like a -1 to an 82 overall. Next to the the Cincinnati Reds, we have Yasiel Puig, and this one hurts. You guys know I'm a big Yasiel Puig fan, but I can't deny the stats. Versus lefties, 0. I guess. Then again, he doesn't have very good stats versus lefties. Righties, 175 batting average, 325 slug, 12 strikeouts to 2 walks. I think his righties contact and power is going to go down. I do not know how much. I think he's going to stay gold. There's a chance they can move into silver, but I do think he will remain at a gold because he has that good defense and speed. So I will say an 80 overall. And then finally, our last downgrade and last player on this roster predictions episode, we have none other than Charlie Blackmon. Shout out to, I think it was like last week, Sunday Night Baseball against the Dodgers. Let one roll right past him, and then he dropped one. If you guys saw that, shout out to you guys. But Charlie Blackmon, 259 batting average against lefties, 444 slug, no home runs, 4 extra base hits. Righties hitting 216, nothing else, no extra base hits. So I think his contact versus both is definitely going to go down. His fielding probably won't go down. It's already pretty low. 13 strikeouts and 4 walks, by the way. I think he'll be an 80 overall, going to stay gold, but he definitely is struggling, and it's crazy because he was a diamond last year, one of the best diamonds to use in gameplay. But that is going to wrap up this first roster predictions video for April 19th on Friday. Of course, if you guys have your own people that you would love me to give your suggestion, are they going to go up, down, anywhere in between, let me know down below in the comment section. I'll gladly go ahead and check up their stats and give you my opinion. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great day, and there you guys themselves. Yay!